Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Good morning, good friends. Because our good friend Ferris is here. Good morning, Ferris.
How's everyone?
Doing well, doing well. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope your week is going well, but if not, hopefully it gets better starting right now. All right, we have preseason action this weekend once again. One step closer to the regular season. So, look, I think this week for our team, since there's only 3 preseason games right now, except for the Panthers, since they play the Hall of Fame game, they get 4. This is where you start to see who's possibly not going to make the team, who's going to make the team. It starts to become a little bit clearer. They don't really make cuts yet, right? I think it's they don't really make cuts at the second.
They changed it. They changed the rules now, so now they make all cuts at one time instead of having to window down. Now it's all at once.
Yeah. So
Giants made a cut yesterday.
Who they cut?
Juju.
Yeah, we cut Juju.
Oh, that's right. But you signed Najee
running
Harris.
back.
Yeah. Oh well, we cut 2 people. We cut Juju and Turbo Miller.
That's his name, Turbo?
Oh, Dante.
But that's his nickname?
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, Ferris.
I mess with it.
How fitting. If you need 3.1 yards per carry, Najee's your man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he don't get you that 3.1 though. He don't get it.
He'll give you that 1,000, man. He'll give you that 1,000, man.
With enough carries.
It could be 1,005, but he's gonna get you that 1,000.
and of course, Harbaugh cut Juju, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was so petty. I thought he did that intentionally.
I think he saw him film a video and was like, "Yeah, now get him off my team."
No. He made the comment about coming to Baltimore. About coming to Baltimore, playing in that offense, kind of, hinting at John Harbaugh. And Harbaugh's like, I'm gonna get you back one day. And got him back that day.
Yeah, he don't forget nothing.
Super
TC, appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's see who's in here, man. Let's get some
Coaches be petty, man.
Dr. Kush, good morning. Good morning. Appreciate you coming through. We got Raymaker, salute. Good morning. We got Samuel Banks, salute, showing love on both channels. Appreciate that.
It's good.
Carmelo Moody, Grand Rising, showing love on both channels. We got our guy Joey. What up, Joey?
What's up, Joey?
Appreciate you coming through. We got Ashley in the house, showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. Tori in the house. Salute, my brothers. It's interesting how healthy the Ravens are now that Harbaugh is gone. I pray it stays that way. Yeah, because Marlon and Nate are back at practice. Listen, even I got a little PTSD with that, right? When Nate Wiggins went down, especially how they took him off the field, I was like, ugh. But then afterwards, Jason Mitchell was like, well, not right after, but like the next day, they're like, hey, he's gonna be back sooner rather than later. He'll miss a little time, but he'll be back sooner rather than later. We're used to hearing that from John Harbaugh, and that meaning he may miss the season, right? When Harbaugh says it's day to day, that means you're not going to see your boy for a little bit. So I was kind of thinking that, but when he popped up at practice, I was like, oh, he's back.
Yep.
Marlon Humphrey, same thing. TC, thank you for another super chat. Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
really appreciate that. Thank you. So. Again, another breath of fresh air. You don't have liars.
Yeah, and it has and training staff. Because listen, Adisa Isaac was supposed to be out till November last season. He's just coming back. Like we know when we hear going down, there's his career. But yeah,
or maybe the injury isn't as severe and he just hates the guy.
Yeah, but it happens to too many players. I hear what you're saying. I hear you, Ferris. Like I hear you. Like sometimes a player don't want to be there and just like, hey, this injury is going to last a little bit longer. But that's not what's going on here. Players are hurt, legit hurt, and he just lies about the injury. Like we got in trouble for it like twice, I believe. So like lying on the injury report.
Yep.
Like he just lies. You know, like he doesn't like giving out like information because he thinks it's some competitive advantage there. But you're not supposed to lie about injuries. But he'll do that. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, you know, he's got like a little lower leg issue. You know, we're looking at that. You know, he'll probably be like day to day.
Wasn't it? But couldn't you back in the day lie about injuries?
Kind of, sort of. But the way he was doing it, even last season, he said Lamar was a full participant in practice. He was not. He showed up, did a couple things. He didn't participate, and because he wanted teams to think that Lamar was playing and get that advantage, like
on that Friday, I remember that Friday, and then he had to like the deadline on Saturday to, you know, put him on the out list.
It was like, it was a mistake. We thought he practiced, but he didn't.
Right. Yeah, I just think nowadays because they don't want that because they're in bed with the gambling companies.
They scrutinize it more.
Yeah,
you know, but it's always been a rule like you can't do that.
Yeah.
Michael Akins, salute, showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. We got Static View showing love on both channels. TC, salute, showing love on both channels, and thank you again for the super chats. Appreciate that.
Indeed.
Just Al, good morning. Showing love on both channels. Says I'm looking forward to these joint practices. Let's see what the starters have. Yeah.
This is their preseason.
There's been like kind of a big group of people saying they should abolish joint practices because like there's 3 teams fought this week. Like our 3 different joint practices fought this week.
Yeah. You know how about you just control your players?
How about that?
Yeah.
You know, like control your players. You tell them, look, because I haven't seen who all started the fights, but I saw the Cowboys and the Saints one. I mean, none of those guys are going to make
Titans, Niners.
You know, like it's usually guys that aren't going to be on the team, right? Because it's their time to try to show out. And they think it gets a little too chippy, and then and all you do is say, hey, look, if you start a fight, you're cut. You know, because they probably gonna get cut anyway. But you just say, look, if you start a fight, you're cut. Obviously, it doesn't apply to the starters, right? But they're not usually the ones that are starting that because they know it's practice.
And then first, in 10 years, what memorable fights do you really remember that really got that out of control? Yes, they're going to be skirmishes. It's hot. You're finally practicing against somebody other than your own teammates, so you want to let out some aggression that you've been holding in since March. Like, it's gonna happen. But the thing is, it's never been so bad, except for maybe 1 or 2 times where they canceled the second practice.
Yeah,
they fight and then they go right back to the drills. When the coaches step in, they're like, "Yo, get your ish together, or you going home." And they like,
I mean, I still remember when Cam Newton hemmed up Josh Norman.
I mean, that's his own team.
He hemmed him up.
Those things happen. That happened in every.
He carried that man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Josh Norman found out.
He carried that man. Yeah. I was like, oh, this dude play quarterback, but he ain't a quarterback.
And he did with a smile on his face.
Yeah, he's a psycho, dude. He's a psycho. That's why I remembered. He's smiling and he's like, I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
I'm about to kill you.
I was like, Mr. Black Ice, Grand Rising. We got Slim in the house. Salute, showing love on both channels. Joey showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. Stretch, good morning. Showing love on both channels. 502 Hitmans, good morning. Showing love on both channels. We got Desmond Griffin. Says Super Bowl definitely on the way. Okay, I like that. He's showing love on both channels. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
SV Cam, good morning. Showing love on both channels. We got Reese. Good morning, Reese.
Morning.
Good morning. She's showing love on both channels.
Indeed.
Appreciate you. We got Black Dave. Salute.
Whoa.
Salute. We got.
Whoa. Nice.
Huh?
Hendo. You didn't hear him? You said Black Dave, and he said, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. Imani. Good morning. Showing love on both channels. Bucko Beasy, salute. Showing love on both channels. Bucko Beasy called in the coach's show yesterday.
And
apologies to coach because we were supposed to have a Ravens roundup, and like everybody canceled on them.
None of y'all decided to show up for work.
Man, stuff going on at work, man. It was some BS. We're not going to have that. We're not going to have that next week. I promise you that. But I had to stay late because I had to. They're about to see the other side of Jose, so I want to let them know, like, hey, you might want to, you might want to fix this.
Thanks.
So,
thanks.
But it'll be fixed. There'll definitely be a Ravens roundup next week for sure. The Ravens trucker. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Cam Dom's in here. Salute.
Ooh, good morning.
Showing love on both channels. Ty Riggs, salute. Says yo. Good morning, Jose and Hendo and Ferris. It's also Hump Day Wednesday. Yep. We got IB saying in the building. Good morning. Runnix says good morning, y'all. Jose, Hendo, and Ferris and chat.
Still bad.
Yeah, you know Ferris has come a long way because they're starting to spell his name right now. It used to be a lot of FARIS.
Right.
I don't know. I saw someone spell my name FARAS.
Well, I mean, listen, it's not you're never going to bat 100%, but you're getting more people spelling it right now.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Thank you.
What's up, Coach?
Coach C. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Mr. Chaz, salute.
Good morning. Peace.
What side of the ball, Coach C?
Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. What do you coach? That's what Ferris wants to know. Good morning, Queen. Good to see you. A. Armstrong. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who else is in here? God's favorite. Salute. Showing love on both channels.
That's good.
We got Purple Rain Podcast. Sutton was good. Happy birthday to your woman. I know he was celebrating yesterday.
Indeed.
Salute.
Happy birthday.
You want to join the stream sometime? Hey, say less. We'll do it next week. I'll hit you up.
There's a vetting process Jose has to go to.
Well, first of all, hush.
Actually, there isn't a vetting process because if there was, Jose would not allow me on here. Right. That's a good point. There's no vetting process.
Ferris shows up. Yes, that's all good. I always tell you, you're always welcome.
YouTube
always welcome. Devin Janelle, konnichiwa.
I'm that dude that's like, if someone says, "Hey, when you're in my city, hit me up," I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Hendo, hello. Yeah, let's go out."
Yeah,
Hendo be like, "Leave me alone."
But when you hit us up, we show up, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, chicken.
Devin.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hendo got chicken.
Yeah, I had to wake up one day and take him out to get a chicken box.
No, you didn't have to wake up. You said I'll take you out.
Salute, Devin. We got RNTY. Salute, showing love on both channels. We got what's that? Bodan Hampson.
Bodan Hampson.
It says no more Harbaugh specials drafting third round special teams demons and then cutting them. Right.
Bruh.
Right.
If when we say breath of fresh air, like y'all just don't know. I'm getting tired of seeing, we signed this linebacker for 1.2 mil and he plays 2 special team games and then they cut him and go get somebody else. And then we wonder why we never have money the following season.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I said, man. Spending money on that fast food catches up to you. Spending money on fast food. What Coach C say?
He's the head coach and director of operations for Pikesville Wildcats Youth Organization in Baltimore. Ray Rice and Jimmy Smith both coach in the program.
Okay.
That's what's up.
That is what's up because Junior played for Pikesville.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, salute to you.
Hey, small world.
Votes for life. Good morning, gentlemen. Ding ding. Let's get ready to rumble. Joint practice today with Minnesota Vikings. I don't think there's gonna be any fights. And Jesse Minter he's made that clear. He does not like fighting. He thinks it's a waste of time. Because I think the Ravens had a little scuffle one day. And he's just like, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. It's a waste of time, waste of energy. Yeah. And I like his approach to it because it's not one of those, hey, I don't like you guys fighting. You know, I don't like fighting. It's just we have very limited time with y'all, and every snap counts. So don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. This is about business. That's you know what I'm saying. Like that's something different. So I like that. I like that.
I like that as well. But I'm not gonna lie. Nate Wiggins beating up on some commies. It showed me a little something with the kid. I liked it. Ice up, son.
I fit no man but God.
Is here and coach.
Oh,
sign up to both channels. Sip to Tally and more Sip to Tally. I keep saying it, man. Like if you want to be educated in this game, that's where you go right there. All right. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Coach, I can't wait to tell you what's going on at work, man. These people, man, just
right.
We had a little conversation yesterday. It's going to continue this week too. Brandon Tillman,
hey, what's good?
Salute. Says Travis Kelce is fighting his own players. I didn't see that.
No. This was
2 years ago.
Last year, a couple years ago. Yeah, he's beating up on some people.
It happens sometimes. It gets chippy.
He was like, "My broad is a billionaire."
Hey man, you know who Travis Kelce reminds me of?
Oh,
He reminds me of Blake Griffin, right? Blake Griffin would like shove people around and like hit people, right? And then when Blake Griffin rolled up on the Memphis Grizzlies, Zebo said, "I'm gonna show you what a real bully is." And no one's done that to Travis Kelce yet. And I'm kind of disappointed because he comes in, he acts like he shoves people around, he shoves his own teammates, he punks your kicker, and no one has whooped his ass. Literally, he's gotten a free ride in the NFL. No one is.
He didn't punk our kicker. Our kicker was trying to disrespect him.
He was kicking
on his side, on the side where he was warming up.
Yeah,
well, you know what? You joined the punking because it's psychological. You know
what I'm saying? Like he knew what he was doing. He was trolling, and then Travis said, "No, man, move your stuff." He's like, "All right, man, I was just messing with you."
Right.
All right.
I just want to see what you was about.
Yeah. Quave, good morning. This is working on scout team is a full practice day.
So they didn't lie.
No, he did. He didn't work on the practice team first.
That's the joke. I know.
That's your coach.
Who else is here? Mr. Guest.
Hey,
Michael Westbrook beat up Stephen Davis, but
bruh,
that was longer than 10 years ago. Yeah.
Bruh. I didn't understand that one. Because Stephen Davis was a running back and a big dude. Michael Westbrook was a wide receiver. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, he gonna beat us. Nope, Westbrook took him down.
I think the most iconic joint practice moment is when D'Angelo Hall had his ankles broken, though. I don't think people remember fights like that, but they remember
that wasn't a fight.
Yeah, it wasn't a fight.
That was a lesson.
That's like the iconic like joint practice moment where he looks at D'Angelo Hall and he's talking smack, and all you hear is, "I only fear God, homie," and then boom.
All right.
You know, I'll never forget that, right? Because I was upstairs in the family room. April was in the kitchen, and I jumped in and I yelled. Right, she thought something was wrong, and I was just like, "Yo, D-Hop just broke his ankles." Right, and she was like, "Oh my god!" Right, it was funny because we were just having this conversation because she watches all like those housewife shows, the Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff. Right.
This is my Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, all these shows are ridiculous, But again, I sit there and watch. I watch them with her sometimes, and I'm just like, oh, this is. I don't know how you watch this stuff, and then. She's looking at me watching Hard Knocks. She's like, how is this any different from the shows I watch? And I'm like,
this is real.
The difference is this is real. Mm-hmm. Like that guy getting cut, that happened last night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he lost his job.
This is real. This is like real time stuff. Mm-hmm. This is real reality, not reality TV.
They script a reality,
right. So
they may have scripted that JJ Watt workout.
No disrespect if you watch Housewives and Love and Hip Hop.
That JJ Watt workout was a little bit scripted. I'm not gonna
lie. Yeah. That's one of the last ones I started watching all the way through. I was just like, this is too fake. This is not supposed to be about JJ Watt. This is and you're showing him working out in his cabin that has like more technology than any modern home you've ever seen, and I'm just, just an old-fashioned guy in my cabin home.
It's so stupid.
I like JJ Watt a lot more.
I like him too. I like him as a person,
saying?
But like
after his play career, I'm like JJ Watt on social media. I'm like, hell yeah,
he's a cool
JJ
guy.
Watt. But JJ Watt as a player, I'm just like, get this man out my face, man. He makes me sick.
Corny ass.
Fake ass Captain America.
Get out of here. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Afia, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. We got Eric G in the house. Salute.
Morning.
Dance fans, salute.
Ooh,
salute. Who else popped in here? Wayne Drummond, I see you. I see you. DDSQ, good morning. Good morning. Anthony Kelly, good morning.
Full wing surprise.
We got Skip Mode Crane Gang. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I see a picture, man. You got a gang for sure.
Facts. That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. Let's see. G David, I see you. Good morning. Life and Ballin' Be More. Good morning.
That's right. Life and Ball.
XVYJZ. This is great point, Ferris. Yeah. Jose, they might be listening. Who's listening?
Ravens.
Ravens are always. Listen, Hendo saw it with his own eyes. He saw it. I keep saying when I go to those practices, they spot.
You know who you are.
They spot me. The first time it happened, it was my man E and Coach J. Like I was sitting, like we're at the top of the bleachers, and I was sitting towards the middle, and E and J were sitting on the end, and random guy just came up and started talking to E, and started asking them like, "Yo, you guys scouts?" And he was like, "No, Jose has a podcast," and he started asking about my podcast, and he's like, "Yo, Zay, like they asking, this dude's asking about your podcast." So I had a little business card and I handed it to the guy, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's a Ravens and Panthers podcast. Check it out." He's like, "Why Panthers?" And I'm like, "Because my brother is a Panthers fan and he co-hosts a show with me." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I'll take a look at it. And then he gets up and then he leaves. Like he doesn't go back to his seat. He just leaves. It doesn't come back. And I was like, I know they have spies in the crowd, right? Because they want to make sure you're not videotaping stuff. But when me and Hendo went to practice, and I'm sitting there talking to Hendo, there's literally a guy almost breathing on Hendo's neck. He's looking over Hendo's shoulder while we're talking, and he didn't start doing that until I started reading the names to you. Because every time there's a play, and it always happens, I'm reading the names. I'm like, okay, number 80 something. That's so and so, right? Right. Then he starts looking more. But then I started talking to Hendo about something else, and then he's leaning over, and it wasn't until I made eye contact with him that's when he kind of turned away. And I almost said something. I was almost like, "Hey, bro," because you're just a little too close, But then I look down again, right, and I look up. He's gone.
He just got up and left.
He got up and left.
Yeah,
got up and left. So
you think they have a dossier of Ravens YouTubers?
I don't. They just might know the logo, because even I don't think Jose even noticed this, but even at the University of Maryland practice, it was some people, because we sat in a section that was wide open. And for some reason, people just kept right behind us, right beside us, right in front of us. Like, it's like, yo, all these, so many open spaces. And people and it was one guy behind us, and he just kept leaning and listening and like, what's going on here? And I'm like, I don't know. Jose got to be paranoid.
Yeah. Yeah, why Panthers? That's not even it's not even a odd question, right?
Yeah, because those teams don't seem connected. You know what I mean? Like,
but
it would make sense if you're like Ravens, Steelers, or something like that.
But the way he said it, it's like he was interrogating me. And then when I explained it, he's just like, "Oh, okay." And then he gets up. Like in both instances, like the people didn't go back to their seats; they just left.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
It's the middle of practice, right?
It's mad weird.
Listen, shout out to Skip Mode. Because he said he got 9 total. More power to you, brother.
Oh, okay.
Hendo has 7.
What? I mean,
hey, salute
talk
to
about
you,
all
man.
the children I've raised.
See, I was right. That was a guess.
But I have 2.
Stu Wop says great video yesterday, Hendo.
Appreciate
Facts.
it. And speaking of that video, I unleashed the ad, the promo for the
I saw it.
For the boarding pass. And
I saw it.
Shout out to Cam Dawn, Michael Dale, True Libra, Dean Copeland, Orange Girl, Yuri, Richmond Raven, and Simone for becoming members of the channel. Appreciate you guys.
Salute. Hey, Ferris, where are the horns?
Shout out to you guys. Y'all have really turned things around and reignited a fire inside of me, because right now 575 countdown is on. 575 to 10K.
I told you, I already gave you congratulations, because that's happening like ASAP, and well deserved, and well deserved affairs too, man. Like, Good Friends Better Rivals is going places, man.
Indeed.
They're doing a lot of great work over there, and I appreciate y'all going over and checking out Ferris's work, because Ferris, Nadelia, like all of them over there, they put in a lot of work, and we keep telling you they know their content. They know the sports. So if you haven't checked out Good Friends Better Rivals, go check them out. All right.
And Ty, all you gotta do is become a member or a patron for 3 consecutive months. But yeah, we got some stuff coming. And like I said, that metallic card is gonna get you some perks and benefits that regular people don't got.
And if you're looking for apparently if you're looking for a lunch break hot take one, B's got you covered.
that's coming.
Because he likes to steal ideas.
that was coming. Yeah.
My bad. What did they get for 3 months?
What? So it's gonna be a boarding pass, a Ravens flight boarding pass, and it's gonna be the first 100 are gonna be founding members, because the Ravens started the next flight thing, so we flying as well.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I'll show it to you first.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Actually, he didn't even introduce himself. Just started interrogating the Fells Point Mafia, huh?
Right.
So he didn't I think he started a conversation like just talking with my friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like he walked up like, who are you? What are you doing? He was just like, hey, are you guys scouts? And again, I like initially I didn't think anything of it, because so the Ravens, when you go to practice, they give you this program, like you can fold it. It's like a cardboard thing. You can fold it up and turn it into a fan, but it has the entire roster of who's there, right? It has the number of the player, the player's name, the college they went to, and everything like that. So once like practice gets going, I start reading that, right? Because I don't remember everybody, and yeah, so somebody makes a nice catch or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, number 6, okay, that's Jacoby Lane. Number this, yeah. So I started doing that, but I'm talking to my friends, you know what I'm saying? So I'm letting them know who's who. In that particular one, okay, the first time, like, E was talking about this particular player that he had seen. I can't remember if it was like he had filmed them before, whatever, because E does filming.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember what, but he was just like, yo, it's this dude from this college or whatever, and he couldn't remember his name. And he happened to be out there and he made a catch. I was like, yo, I think that's the guy you're talking about. He's from this college. I see him right here. He's like, oh, okay. And that's when the guy was just kind of like, who are these guys?
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, we're not scouts. Listen, Ravens organization, I'm not a scout. I'm not spying. I'm not providing information to anybody. I'm just there enjoying practice. Okay.
Hey,
how you get one of those, Hendo?
Membership, Patreon. Either one. So become a member of the channel for 3 consecutive months, and you get that. And you good.
Patreon.com/ROUG. That's how you do it.
And it's the first 100. And remember, anybody that's already in is grandfathered in. So you're going to be receiving your cards. No worries. The flight pass, the boarding pass is going to be on its way. Just got to fix some designs,
which is normal to do.
But I guess it looks suspicious because Jose is just like he's got it, and after every play he's like TJ Tampa. You know what I mean? And they like what? 26 Rasheen Ali, and they like, what is he doing? Is he scouting? Like, yeah. But if y'all want to
gave us the program to read, you know what I'm saying? I'm reading it. You know, I just want to know who's making good catches and good plays. That's all. Adam Shanks official. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning.
No grandfather coach. We're not age shaming. No, I'm sorry, sir, if I offended you.
Would you want to be scouts for the Ravens? This is your time to make your case. No, because scouts don't get paid anything.
At all. We talked about this.
Yeah, they don't get paid anything. If they actually got paid something, that's the thing, man. This is what I don't respect about professional sports. Like
the people who do the work.
You got billions of dollars floating around, and you don't want to. You don't want to share it with people, right? Like the people that work for your organization, like even the people that are contracted out to do the concession stands and all that stuff because they contract the work. Pay them some good money, right? Pay them some money. Like, cause I know you can say, okay, well it's only a couple weeks, or a few weeks a year where they're working the stands and all that stuff. The concessions, security, and all that stuff. So what? Right. So what? They make enough money to where everybody can make a livable wage. Mm-hmm. Everybody can get some benefits, and those jobs will be harder to get, but they'll treat that job with a lot more respect, with a lot more pride. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a prestigious job. Hey, I'm working for the Ravens, and no matter what capacity I'm working for them in, I can do that job and not have to worry about getting, 2 more jobs on top of that to pay bills, But if you're a scout, especially, you're helping build the team, build the roster.
Starts with you.
Yeah, you should be getting paid a very nice salary, and there's no reason for them to not get paid a nice salary.
Right. Because as a general manager, you're helping keep me employed. Especially if I'm a general manager that doesn't manage the cap well, I don't sign, and I need my draft picks to pan out. If I'm that general manager, you are my lifeblood. I want to make sure you're concentrating on nothing but football. I'm not wanting you to concentrate on having a second and third job, how you going to pay your mortgage, how you going to feed your kids. I want your focus to solely be on finding that gem that the Steelers find in the 6th round wide receivers. That's why we never find them. Because our dude is sitting there working at Costco half the time and then driving out to Midwest Missouri looking at second tier players. Like, yo, why would you not want to? Instead of, and you and Brian have spoken about this, instead of you paying 3 coaches salaries that you've cut and moved on to and gotten a new coach, use that money to pay the people that are really important to the team.
Yeah.
That's why there's a specific archetype for scouts for NFL teams, right? Like there was a former GM, I think it was probably Bill Polian or one of them like that, where he admitted like he hired, when you're a scout, he hired early 20s back then. Now it's more diverse. Early aged young men who were not married, didn't have kids, and he knew that they can drive around without feeling guilty that they're leaving a family at home and not being around their kids. That's why a lot of these nowadays GMs started at scouts at like 22 or 21, like, oh, they may have a girlfriend, but whatever, but they don't have a wife or kids. We're fine with that. So that's why you don't see a lot of scouts with, 4 kids, unless they're like scouts for like 50 years. You know what I mean? Those guys get a little bit more leeway because they're like, I've been in this job for 50 years. But like most scouts today, they still do this. They're like early 20s.
Oh, but first they weren't worried about the family. They were worried about the dynamic of you just getting out of college. So you're used to being in the seedy motel, eating ramen noodles all the time and being happy with that. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get over it. They still are.
Yeah.
That's how I said, man, NFL just put out some anti-Lamar Jackson propaganda, and Tanya Ray Fox is not letting them get away with it. Who's Tanya Ray?
Okay. Well, shout out to you, Tanya.
Shout out to you, Tanya Ray. Let's look
Salute.
at who Tanya Ray is.
What they put out just hello.
Yeah.
Because it's always something with Lamar.
Yeah.
He's uncoachable.
Kwame says spying on Panthers for what? It wasn't the Panthers. It wasn't a Panthers practice.
No, he's just saying that why would anybody need to spy for the Panthers? They ain't winning nothing.
Speaking of, and this is how I know this. I mean, look, it happened. This is Jesse Minch's regime where they're spying to me too. But speaking of Panthers, when Panthers and Ravens had their joint practice in North Carolina, shout out to Rashad and Dave. They were there, and Rashad used to always give tape from practice. He always go there and tape Panthers practices. There's never any issue. He live streamed like the first day of joint practice with the Ravens and Panthers, and then after that, he was told he cannot film practices. That was a Harbaugh effect. Okay, it was never an issue until he filmed the one practice with the Panthers and the Ravens, and Harbaugh said, "Hey, that guy over there, stop him." So yeah,
seize him.
He's a liar and a snitch.
He is. Tanya Ray Fox
says,
"It's good.
Ravens by 10. That's what's up. 10-year Ray Fox.
She's someone who works for FS1. She used to be a reporter, or I guess a reporter for the USA Today, NFL Network, and NBC Sports Boston. So there it is. That's who she is.
Okay.
10-year Ray Fox. Oh, I'm seeing a picture of her. Yeah. Okay. You know what's funny? Me be actually going to talk about her later.
Okay.
Because she's got like a podcast or something like that. I didn't know her name, but she went in on Orlovsky.
Is she?
Listen, she straight up called him. She called him the R word.
Oh.
Racist. And I was just and by the time she gets to the end of the video and calls him that, I was just like, yeah.
Damn.
You've made your case.
You made your point.
Yeah. It's her and another dude. They do a podcast. Yeah, she went in. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I like this.
Okay.
We're gonna break this down. Dan Orlovsky has like I get the bit being goofy and trying to dunk on Lamar, like, get some clicks or whatever. Then of course you're employed by the Bills, so you're shilling for Josh Allen. All those make sense. But then what he did recently, he has these lists, these QB lists. Who's the best at this? Who's the best at this? And those lists, well, she broke it down really well. They go beyond ridiculous. It's straight up racist.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was some list where Pat Mahomes isn't even on the list, and it's just like, what are we doing? Daniel Jones is on one. It was number 1 on one list. It's just like, yeah.
Wait, whoa! What list is this?
You hit a nerve.
Tune in tonight, LBHTShow. We're gonna talk about it.
Sorry, I won't be able to.
You got replay, brother.
Replay, bro.
That's true.
I always go back and watch.
She's a big Lamar Jackson fan, but I think she's a Patriots fan as well.
Yeah.
Like it's cool. You can call it the obvious. You can be a fan of another team and see, like, damn, bro, like you're putting Daniel Jones on the list. Like, come on.
What I'm doing after this.
Blackness says their stuff just hit my algorithm and I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. She the truth. She keeps it 100. Yeah. That clip I saw, and I wasn't gonna go through the whole thing because I was just like, I can't watch any more of this now because of her. Just to hear this list that this clown is putting out there, but she was dunking on him, and I was just like, okay, yeah. They're good. I can't remember the other guy's name, but yeah, they're pretty good.
That's what's up.
Yeah. She has said that Lamar Jackson's biggest hater is the NFL itself, not even the media, but the NFL. She might be right.
I think it's because he doesn't play by their rules.
Most definitely.
He doesn't have an agent. He's not within the circle of the, because all these agents get passed around. They all go, like, how many players are represented by Drew Rosenhaus? Like a quarter of the league.
Yeah.
And then like the other quarter of the league is represented by another agent. And there's like another agent that like does another quarter league. And then then you have the mold breaker and Nicole Lynn, who she became the first Black woman agent to represent a top 3 pick. She's the first Black woman agent to have 3 players guaranteed over $100 million each. She's Will Anderson's agent. She's Quinn Williams' agent. She's Jalen Hurts' agent. She's Myles Garrett's agent. So like she's breaking the mold. But Lamar's like, I don't need an agent. I'll go with the NFLPA lawyer. Because like really at the end of the day, quarterbacks can negotiate their own contracts if they're great enough. He waited. He saw like, oh yeah, so homeboy got this. Give me that, but extra. Give me 10 million extra, or give me 5 million extra. There's your deal. You don't need an agent. You keep that 3% to yourself.
I think it's a little more than that because he's not the first player to represent himself, right?
Yeah.
And even
he's also not in the apparatus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's more that he's not making himself available to the media as much as other players are, right? Mm-hmm. So he doesn't play the game, you know. Mm-hmm. And listen, it's not like he doesn't talk to people. He talks to people all the time, you know. Yeah. Like it's just that like you can't fish for information from him, and there's nobody in his camp that's going to give you information. Mm-hmm. And you know they've been called out for it. Your boy Stephen A. You know he'll make up stuff like, oh yeah, I know people in Lamar's camp. You don't know anybody in Lamar's camp.
Thanks.
You don't know anybody in Lamar's camp. You're lying, and you've been exposed, right?
Florio mad irritated that he has nobody in that camp.
Yeah. So then what they do is they make up stories to see if he'll bite on it, right? Mm-hmm. To see if he'll come out and be like, no, that's not true. This was going on. And he just ignores it. And then everybody just looking at the people like, you're lying. Like, where's your source? Like this isn't true at all. So yeah, they can't stand that about him. They don't like that they don't have that access. Nobody has that access.
Facts. You know? And the fact that when you're trying to shop a product, when you're trying to sell it for advertisers, like they're like, oh yeah, well, who's your best player? And then you got Lamar with the fronts in. They're not trying to sell that narrative. You know what I mean? Even some of the owners was like, which owner was it? Was it the Panthers owner that was like, you know, the inmates are running the asylum?
McNair,
Richardson.
Houston. No, McNair, Houston.
No, it was Jay Richardson for the Panthers. He was talking about Cam Newton when he drafted him. He's just like, you know, keep your hair cut, you know, like don't grow it out and all that stuff.
That. But McNair talked about how it was during negotiations where he's like, we can't have the inmates run the asylum. We need to.
Yeah, he did say that. Yes.
Yeah, McNair said that. Yeah. Jerry said, yeah, you need to, you know, present yourself more properly. That's why Cam got in trouble with the tie. You know, like you think Ron Rivera was like, was like, I don't care that you don't wear a tie, but the owner cared that you wore a tie, so I got to punish you. You know what I mean? You know, so I think that's what happened. Yeah, exactly. I think that's always been okay. I'm not gonna say a problem with Lamar. It's not a problem with him. It's a problem with them with him. Yeah. You know, there's moments where you know, like it's going back to hair. His hair's natural. He talks. He has a southern drawl because he's from that part of Florida with that southern drawl. He's him. This is who he is. And they're like, you know what? You're too black. I don't like it.
Because he's not trying to acquiesce to the system. Like
exactly.
Lamar going to do what he want to do. Like you said, he talks to a lot of people, but it's not scheduled talks. Like you don't have Lamar like, oh, this week on whatever. Lamar, if Lamar going to talk to you, he's just going to talk to you. Yeah. And they can't control that narrative. He doesn't do a lot of commercials. You know what I'm saying? He's not selling his soul for a bag. So for all the Ravens people that's like, yo, he all about money. He could make so much more money putting himself out there, and he chooses not to. This man rather hang out with the people. He rather go to a college or go to Popeyes or something and work and just do some fun stuff. But yet still, he's all about money. So they don't like that. He's the Mike Tomlin of quarterbacks. So if they can't control it, they want to diminish it. They want to put him down. They're like, oh snap, he's been number 2 in the top 100 for 2 years in a row. We'll fix that. 69.
Going back to this real quick. Because this comes from the Dolphins GM not wanting to hire Mike Tomlin because he said Mike Tomlin was too hip hop. I mean, you talk about a major dog whistle, right? That's him. That's a GM not hearing anything Mike Tomlin had to say, and all he saw was a black man trying to be a head coach and said, "No, thank you." Imagine being so racist that you doom your franchise for damn near 2 decades. Right. You could have one of the greatest coaches to ever coach this game, have that for your franchise, and you're like, too black, get him out of here.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's really crazy to me because they come out and say things like that, but yet still you'll use hip hop to sell your team. You'll use hip hop to make your league more profitable.
Yeah.
But when it comes to hiring your head coach, now it's a problem because it hits too close to home. And we've talked about this before. Like sometimes the racism, the owners don't even see the racism in themselves, but they do think about the fact that, I don't have anything against these people, but if he's the head coach, when we have these functions and these dinners, he's got to sit at my table. I don't have anything to talk about with these people.
Yeah.
Randy Mueller. That's the GM, Randy Mueller. Because we got to start saying names, man.
That was the GM that said that?
That's the GM. He was the Miami Dolphins GM from 2005 to 2007. Mike Tomlin was hired in 2007 to be the Pittsburgh head coach. So he interviewed for the Miami job.
Well, wait, was it him? I thought it was the who came after Randy Mueller. It was the one that everybody hates.
Who's
the GM after that?
I don't know. Let's double. I got you. I'll check it right now.
I figured his name. I think because I heard Ryan Clark talk about this guy too. He said that's the reason why he didn't play for the Dolphins.
Jeff Ireland.
Ireland. That's who it was.
That's the guy.
It was Ireland that said it, because he was the same one that as Des Bryant, like that the question about his mom,
being a prostitute.
She a prostitute or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, but he was hired a year after Tomlin got the Pittsburgh job.
Was he?
Yeah.
You sure?
He becomes the GM in 2008. Tomlin becomes the head coach.
Was he the assistant though?
No. So before Miami, he was in Dallas.
Okay.
So Randy Mueller was the GM from 05 to 07. So that's the timelines aren't adding up. That's what I'm saying.
They just had two really bad.
Yes, they had they had shit GMs. Yeah. And the funny, after Jeff Ireland, they hired Chris Greer, who also sucked.
Yeah.
But Chris Greer, he did a lot because he sucked. And he was an African American, and he stayed in that job for like over 10 years. So,
congratulations!
Yeah, it showed you that even mediocre black men can keep a long job.
Yeah,
progress.
If you
unless you work for the Giants, because you can be a Super Bowl winning general manager two times, and they can say, "But you're black, so
you need to go." No, because you know what's crazy about that to me, right? Because I'm like, because the way. He had some missteps in the free agency market. It happens, right?
Everybody has.
Yeah, everyone has. I just think to myself, like, you talking about intent, because he got hired in 2006 and he got fired in like 2018. So 2019. So he had the job for 12 years, I think, 12, 13 years. And he won 2 Super Bowls. And I just think to myself, Les Snead has been the GM of the Rams for over 20 years, and he has 1 Super Bowl and multiple losing seasons, because the Rams sucked under Les Snead. People forget that. They weren't very good for many years in those 20 years. He had time to
figure it out.
He had time to figure it out. So you're telling me a GM that was in 12 years got you 2 rings, but when they got a little bad at the end, because your brother, the egomaniac that he is, hated him from the get-go, because he wanted his job. And like, I hate how they always be like, "Oh, let me trot out Tiki Barber and tell Tiki, tell him how we love you. Tell everyone how you're my father's favorite player. Oh, tell everyone how like we hired Ronnie Barnes and he became the first black athletic trainer. So you can exactly you'll hire black people to be your trainers. You're some fake front office job that Jesse Armstrong.
Look at Jim over there. He sweeps the floors.
Yeah,
we love him,
bro. Like,
but yet
come
still,
on, bro.
but yet still, Joe Shane over a couple pennies could let Saquon Barkley walk, and y'all like, oh yeah, you're cool.
Nah, bro.
Your job safe.
He needs to be gone, bro. The way they traded Jerry Reese is insane to me. Because he was under pressure to win right away. Because he knew there was someone in the room that wanted him gone from day one. Chris Mara literally says, "I'm gonna be on your ass. You better not mess up. I'm on you." And Jerry had to navigate that, bro, for 12 years. Got you 2 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 Super Bowls out of it.
When people say they don't see color, they see color. That's why Lamar is treated that way. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see color. I just see bling.
Joe Bailey. Joe Bailey.
Joe Bailey. Why does that name sound familiar?
So is he the one who did the hip hop
for giving Ozzy the opportunity? Yeah, Art was trying to win,
bruh.
Yeah, Art did not care, bro. I was like, you.
And listen, Art need to be in the Hall of Fame because the innovations that he made for the NFL, we wouldn't have the NFL today without Art Modell and some of the things that we're implementing. And yet, still, for him leaving Cleveland, he's not in the Hall of Fame. Like, this is ridiculous.
He was
it's Cleveland.
Get
over it.
So Jose, Joe Bailey was the CEO of the Dolphins.
Oh man, that's
not
worse.
The GM. He was the CEO of the Dolphins.
Who was?
Not the GM. So the CEO of the Dolphins, Joe Bailey, called him too hip hop. He wasn't the GM. He was the GM's boss.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mike Toller went to the interview, popping it like, yeah. What y'all trying to do with me today?
Yeah.
Yo, what? And they're like, that's too hip hop. He's got to be gone. I can't do this.
Yeah, so Mike Toller was rapping and breakdancing with writing graffiti and DJing during his job interview in Miami. That might have actually got him the job, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
He like, hold on.
Wait, what did our Modell? What innovations he bring?
The TV deals.
So he negotiated big rich money.
He's the one that started. He was one of the founding members that started with getting sponsorships and TV deals and all that, bringing all the money to the NFL. How they do the sidelines. How even during that time, I think he started the innovation for like the overhead cameras. Like he implemented a lot of things that people don't know about.
You want to know some messed up about that, Hendo? When they talk about the TV deals, you know what they talk about? They say how Jerry Jones innovated that.
Of course.
They've completely, because you're telling me Art was a part of it. They've completely erased him from the equation and gave it all to Jerry. I personally don't believe owners should be in the Hall of Fame. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm giving you're rich. Like that's your contribution. You're rich. Like, I generally don't understand why Eddie DeBartolo is a Hall of Famer. Because he literally, all he did with the Niners is, I told Bill Walsh you're in charge. And I gave him money. You're not a Hall of Famer.
But this is right, Kwame. Crazy to be one of the most articulate head coaches in NFL history and be too hip hop at the same time. Mike is a special one, right?
Yeah, man.
rapping in his interviews.
Right.
Like, what's the dude from Black Dynamite?
Michael Jai White?
No, the dude is he's always rhyming when he speaks. That's Mike Tomlin.
Man, we need to get out of here, man. It's almost an hour. Look, LBHTShow tonight. Myself, Rodney, maybe Hendo if he feels like it. Come through. We're going to talk more about this because yes, that clip from Tanya Ray Fox, her name, Tanya Ray Fox. I got to look up the name of the podcast because it's her and this other dude that they're going through it, and they are just clowning Dan Orlovsky. Cody Decker, yeah, they're clowning them. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah. So come through. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the joint practice with the Ravens and the Vikings. We'll talk about the preseason games coming up for both the Ravens and the Panthers. The Panthers have to bounce back. I know this is preseason, but like I said last year for the Panthers, man, like. They got to take it a little more seriously. They look good in the Hall of Fame game. They look terrible against the Bills. And, they need to have some players need to put in some good work. There's some players that I need to see a little bit more from. So we'll see. The Ravens, man, everybody looked pretty good for the most part last week. I want to see if they keep it going this week. Jesse Mitchell said that the lineup's going to look very similar to last week. So that means competition is tight, and he wants to see some more from certain players. So we'll see. We'll discuss that.
I gotta see something from Adisa Isaac.
Yeah.
See, his job could be on the line. Like
he started out well, because even though it got called back, I mean, none of it counts. He made a good play as far as I'm concerned. If I'm a coaching staff, I look at that and I say, yep, that's a heads up play. You get some points for that. But can you continue with it? It's about consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. Aeneas Peebles is another one that could be on the outside looking in.
That was everybody's favorite.
So, look, man, like iron sharpens iron. Like, and it could be one of those things where, hey, these guys are good, but it's just like competition, and they're not quite there yet. We want the absolute best out there.
And I think we're going to get that. I think this season is for the first in a long time that the best players are going to make the roster. Not personal favorites, not side projects, guys that can actually play. So when you start having guys go down, if that happens, you have the depth pieces to come in and you don't miss a beat. They may not be superstars, but they can hold it together until these guys come back. And just the execution, because I want to see it again. The execution that we saw in the game, it was so clean. Like, people knew where they were supposed to line up. People knew what their job was, and we didn't have a lot of issues. 3 penalties in the first preseason game of a new regime, like you don't normally see that. So yeah, I'm
ready. I watched Coach's video yesterday on Javon Gwynn, right? Mm-hmm. The snaps he took, and shout out to Javon Gwynn. He's doing pretty good, right? He's trying to make his case to be a starter.
Makes sense, because he is his handpicked guy from Atlanta.
But no, like again, like this staff isn't showing favoritism.
Mm-hmm.
It's that's Ledford's guy. That's not like Jesse Mitchell's guy. Like you have to go out there and earn it. But Coach got over tape, and once again, like, he's trying his hardest not to mention Voorhees. He's just like, somebody is missing his block. I'm not gonna say the name. Not gonna say. He's like, you guys already know what it is. You know who it is. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, he is so disgusted by Voorhees.
But that was some people's savior.
Yeah. Were we not on that early?
We were on it early.
Did we not say
everything?
It's just like, you see him. You know what I'm talking about. You see it.
We told y'all from the beginning, like, he could, without the injury, he'd have been a day 2 pick. Mm-hmm. Sure, he would have been.
The only reason this is what infuriates me. I don't have anything against Voorhees. And I'm starting to say Falele less and less, but Voorhees and Falele, it's possible they can get better and they can be quality players in this league. Sometimes it just takes a while for linemen to get better, right?
No, it's over, man.
The problem I have with Voorhees, the only reason he was on the team and got to play is because he injured himself during the combine, but he gritted it out to do the bench. And because he showed some grit, like, that Harbaugh's like, see, that's what we need right there. He's going to play like a Raven, and I have a good feeling about him. Right. Same thing with Falele. He was a kid that he coached from when he was like 16 in that one program, and he sees something in him. He's just like, I have a feeling about these guys, and I'm gonna go with my gut feeling, and I'm going to ignore everything else that tells me they're not ready yet, because I need to be right about this. And that's the only reason they got to play for as much as they did, to the detriment of the whole entire team, right? And it's not fair to those guys either, because they didn't ask for it, but you're putting them in a position to fail, and when they're failing, you're just straight up ignoring it.
Mm-hmm. And they could have been decent players if they would have come in and been coached up.
Yes.
And you slowly integrated them into the system, but you made them be starters. And sometimes when you kill a person's confidence, especially as an athlete, that does more to you than sometimes injuries. So just throwing them into the fire and just like do what you can. And when they struggle and you hear the fact, like I would hate to be a guy that's just put out there trying to do the best that I could. And every time I go to the market, every time I go online, they Vorcheeks, fall lele, like that hurts your feelings.
Fish fillet.
And it translates sometimes to the field. So you know what I mean? Being thrust into a position where you shouldn't have to. We talked about this for years, Jose. We told him, we said, stop relying on these late round rookies to save a Super Bowl contending team. That weight should not be put onto their shoulders. And it was, and it failed. And then it's like, name calling.
Also, too, like it's a situation where you lose the locker room very quickly, very swiftly.
That was the rumor, but that was the rumor last year.
Exactly, yeah, because you can lie to everybody else. You can't lie to the players, and the players see they're not playing well. You need to bench them.
Right.
What do you always say, right? If you're like, what is every coach? They spew out their BS and their propaganda. If you're not playing well, you're gonna get pulled. If you don't pull your weight, you're gonna get pulled. You got to show up and work every day, and then you'll get playing time. They should have been pulled.
They should have been pulled.
They should have been pulled.
And look, I'm doing a little. I told you so. But what we were saying for the last 2 years, hey, that's not a good look starting Falele. Damn sure not a good look starting Voorhees without them earning the job, right? Especially Voorhees, because they had him start that 1 year. He got hurt, and then McCarry took over the rest of the season. And even when Voorhees came back, they're like, "Nah, sit down," right? Because back the next year, you don't bring back McCarry, and you really don't bring anybody in to challenge Voorhees because they try and give him the job. And we've been hammering that point home all offseason to a point where people are like, yo, stop talking about Voorhees. Stop talking about you need a guard. We got Voorhees. We got Falele. There's at least some people in the comments. I could pull them up. They're like, yo, get over it. Just get over it. Right. They trust them. I'm like, just because Harbaugh and EDC trust them doesn't mean you should trust them. Doesn't mean they're good, right? You can't just give that job to guys that haven't proven it in a year where we're trying to win, right? And we were negative. Hendo's echoing the same thing. We were negative, but now Falele is getting dissed. He's going viral because of Shannon Sharp on Nightcap, and we're all laughing about it. It's all funny, right? It's funny until we get to the point where you're hurting the man's feelings. That's funny. But when we're saying it early on, saying, "Hey, don't put him out there," we're haters.
Of course.
He played one preseason game. One preseason game with the Giants, and everybody knew his name, and everyone's like, "This man is an abomination." Because certain teams, most national people, they don't really dissect the full team, right? Like with the Ravens, they talk about one thing. They talk about Lamar because no one else cares about anything else. They talk about Lamar. In New York, they talk about everything from pillar to post. They talk about it's a full dumpster, but they make fun of the owner all the way down to the water boy. You know what I mean? Like, look at that water boy, stupid. He missed the athlete's mouth, you dumbass. And then seeing what he did against third stringers, and then people finding out that this was Lamar's starting left guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like this man is gross.
Yeah, and listen, and I think, unfortunately, that's where John Harbaugh to me lost the locker room, because 2024. You know what I mean? You experimented. Eric DeCosta said, give us a year. The offensive line is going to be good. He gets a pass. But then we come into 2025 and we play Detroit on Monday Night Football. Lamar gets sacked 7 times by the Detroit Lions. And John Harbaugh comes out after and is like, yo, I see improvement from the offensive line. The guards are getting better in practice. We seeing this. And Lamar like, bruh, I just got beat the hell down. What do you mean you're seeing improvement? And I think that might have been a point where Lamar's and John Harbaugh's relationship started to fray. And the rest of the team is like, yo, what is he saying? We're watching them get our starting quarterback destroyed every week. And yet still you're praising these dudes and you're not even going to think about putting somebody else in. So, yeah.
Right. That's how I know, man. The media in that region, in that span of 15 years got castrated by John Harbaugh. Because I guarantee you, he walked into that press conference with the Giants after Jackson Dart got sacked 7 times with 2 bad guards, and he says, "I see improvement with the offensive line." Pat Leonard is gonna blow a vein and be like, "What are you talking about?"
I had some news for you, Ferris. You're going to see that this year.
No, I know. Here's the thing. I know he's gonna say
and you may
something
not
like
get
that.
and he might try to contain himself a little bit because the first year is the inaugural season, so to speak. But you'll get the full effect for sure. Second, third years.
Here's the thing:
of
I believe because I believe he's arrogant enough to do it in this first season. He's going to say that, right? But I don't, But what we'd expect is like the Baltimore, greater Baltimore area media just kind of just let him spew his nonsense, right? I'm expecting Dan Duggan and Pat Leonard and others to be like, "What are you talking about right now, dog?" Because I'm already starting to see it with Pat Leonard. He's the dude that goes after the GMs and the coaches. Because here's the thing, right? Adam Schefter reports that we signed Najee Harris, and Pat's a little irritated because he's like, another deal that the beat reporters saw in the room in the facility that we're told not to report it. He's pointing out that like we're being told not to do things. And people are starting to be like, why the hell is the beat so behind? He's like, no. And Pat's like, no, I ain't behind. I'm following my editors. My editors are being told, hey, don't do this.
That's okay now before games start being played. But once you're not winning, then it's
dude.
That's what Harbaugh gonna find out the difference between New York and Baltimore. It's like, yo, they're not holding my secrets.
Yeah, Pat's
they're not spreading my propaganda.
Hey man, Pat was on his best behavior during the summer and during when he was being hired. But I'm starting to see Pat's starting. No, not even starting. Pat's getting irritated. He's like, hey man, why the hell am I getting sniped on information I already know? Because I'm being told not to do this. He's starting to get pissed off.
They fall in suit right now because Harbaugh's media team has done a good job of spreading the word that he's one of the best coaches in the league. And, hey, he gets fired from the Ravens. He gets hired 2 days later because he's one of those coaches.
Broke every NFL rule.
And they believe right now that, they have a coach that's going to turn that franchise around. That's what they believe. We know different, right? But when you guys find out, like that's when you're gonna see stuff hit the fan. But I'm just here for the ride. I'm just gonna be watching. I want to see the weekly reactions. I want to see the change in their attitudes. They start to shift like, this dude is trash, right? Like
I can't wait to see press conferences after a loss, and you only got one reporter and one camera in there because he pulled everybody's media credentials because they keep asking the wrong questions. Because he will do that first.
Now, I know he will do, and you know what? I don't want to talk badly about this columnist or this reporter on the national level, but like, shout out to Ian O'Connor. The entire reporting of John Harbaugh's thing is like, pardon my French, but it was a giant just stroke. Like he just kept. I want to see
Harbaugh's world burn for sure.
I don't want to say because I don't want to be like dude, it was just so much.
Oh,
just
is he really?
If Jeff Z
is a New York Giants fan and nobody has asked him his thoughts.
I didn't know he was a New York Giants fan.
Oh wow, Zerbeck. Okay. Yeah, like it's too much. It's too much. It's too much glazing for me with John Harbaugh, with especially Ian O'Connor and talking like, oh, I've talked to Chris Mara and he's in love with John, and John and him love each other. They're having steak dinner at the steakhouse. I'm like, dude, you're being fed information. Ain't no way you know this. You know where they are at this moment. Someone's feeding you information.
Hey,
and he's a columnist.
We're gonna get out of here soon. We well past an hour. I told y'all we're gonna scale back yesterday, and here we are. Past the hour. But Tactical says, I'm back in New York from Philly. They happy right now with Harv's. They say it's better than they had prior. Tactical, take a before picture.
Right.
No, yeah, because they're assuming like, hey man, we see four wins a year. He's gonna get us to 8.
The New York Giants.
He's gonna get us to 8. You know what I mean?
What's your record prediction, Ferris?
Honestly, because here's the thing, right? I'm taking everything into account. I'm talking 5-year fully guaranteed deal, all that jazz and everything. I don't care what the record is. We better make the playoffs. 9-7 or 10-7.
No, I
9-8.
I understand
Playoffs,
there's a standard and everything. You're ready to flame them, but what do you really feel like you're gonna do?
I think we're gonna get at least 9 wins.
Okay, Jose, you said a standard for the Giants. I mean, recently, what standard?
No. We're talking a standard from like you hired a coach and you gave him $200 million, $100 million guaranteed.
Yes, you can't say it. You can't say it. I'm cool with 4 wins. Right.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're standard, even though y'all going 6-11.
Well, if we do, then that's very bad.
Yes.
But so the standard when you give a coach that contract, or even a player like Devin Witherspoon just became the highest paid cornerback in the league. Mm-hmm. So what the Seahawks expect from Devin Witherspoon is you better show up every week.
Yeah.
You can have one bad game, but you better show up, most of the 99% of the weeks. If you're getting a coach with that much money, playoffs every year and 1 Super Bowl at least in that 5-year span.
I know I keep laughing, but I'm sorry, Ferris.
I'm so sorry. 9-8 or better.
So Ferris, I'm so sorry, bro. Matt Nagy.
No, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. No, but here's the thing, Hendo. Here's the Hendo. You hired Jesse Minter, right? And you find out that they gave Jesse Minter $100 million. What would your expectation be of him?
He better win the Super Bowl this year.
It is.
That's what I'm saying, Ty.
Mm-hmm.
It's
right
before right now. We wait to see the after.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We gotta get out of here. Look, I dropped the link in the chat. Members.lbhtshow.com. That's how you sign up for the Pick'em League. Okay, free. There's over 100 of y'all. Salute to y'all for signing up, man. This is gonna be a fun year. Rodney said if we get to 200, there'll be a prize or two handed out to some people. All right. There's gonna be a ton of achievement badges throughout the season. So sign up, make your picks. All right. Interact, with the profiles. All your favorite content creators are on there. They're gonna be participating, and enjoy it. And I'll be making more updates as the season goes along as well. I told you, LBHTShow.com. We're making a lot of changes to the site. We're making all kinds of updates, and that's going to be a constant thing. But the Pick'em League is there. It's free. It's fun. We'll all be there, and we'll be making our picks on air with y'all. We'll be going over the weekly rankings and all that stuff. So check it out.
Okay, so
yes, thank you, Slim. Appreciate that.
So update, literally 13 minutes ago, the Giants had a practice this morning with no media access.
You mean practice yesterday or practice this morning?
No, this morning. It said this morning, which is 7:30.
All right.
Yeah, it said Dan Duggan 13 minutes ago. Giants have had a practice this morning. They have a practice this morning.
Oh, they have
no media. Yeah, they have no media access. That's how you piss off reporters in New York. That's how you piss them off. That's how you piss them off. And that's how
all right, y'all.
Yeah. And I can't wait.
Look, we out of here. Be back tonight for the LBHT show and the overtime show. You can find out on our Patreon, patreon.com/LBHT show. Also check out Good Friends, Better Rivals. You guys are transitioning your membership. It's no longer on Ko-Fi, right? It's
No. So Patreon and Ko-Fi by the end of December 31st, they're going to be shut down. We're moving everything to our website, lgrn.online. You can get your memberships there. It's 2 tiers. $3. You just want to, throw some support our way to keep the lights on. Cool. And $7. Get every tier for $7. And then the other way of support is, we have super chats enabled on that channel, as well as, memberships are coming. So be on the lookout for that. On the sports channel, the other memberships, the fourth wall memberships on our website is for both channels, while the super chats and the memberships are for the sports channel. And of course, Hendo's got some boarding passes that get you some
some special access on his channel. All right. And they are going fast. They're limited. You can find that on his Patreon, patreon.com/ROUG. All right. So appreciate all y'all support, man. And I think those of you that have been following us over the years know that everything that you guys donate to the channel, we put it back into our work and give you guys extra content and provide things for y'all to make sure y'all are enjoying this experience. So keep supporting us. All right, it pays off.
And since we got a lot more people interacting now, we might have to put together another stadium tour.
Okay. So. Yep. For sure. All right, y'all. We'll see you later tonight. Have a great day. Peace.